Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 1 between Homer and Farad in the September monthly tournament final, if I'm not mistaken. Let's dive right in here to Slutsk West. And on the left, in the red, we have Homer playing 19th Tank Corps on Flatline Income. And on the right, in the blue, we have Farad Rommel playing Panzer Lehr on Maverick Income. So for those who didn't know, this month's the September tournament was an armored only division, so armored divisions only. So that's why we're seeing these. So definitely some interesting divisions here. Let's dive into Homer's deck in 19th Tank. So I gotta be honest, this is one of my least favorite divisions in the whole game. I hate this division. It has like no infantry, which is why I hate it. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward reason why to hate it. I'm not saying it's bad. On specifically Slutsk maps, this division is really quite good. But anywhere else at all, this division is horrid. But infantry tab, you do actually get a bunch of stuff here. He's digging the dozers. He's got 2 cards of Rezveka, and you do get the T-34-85 Rezveka, which is always nice to have recon on your tanks, because then they can actually like function independently and do a lot of damage that way. Your infantry tab is horrendous. You only get 5 slots, and it's just, Avtos mostly. And Avtos are much, much better now, and that makes this infantry tab a lot less painful, but it's still really, really rough. Tank tab is obviously where this division is at. You get some T-30-45s, 1944 variants here. You get lots of IS-2s. He's got the 1943 variants here. Then you get a KV-85. I love the KV-85. It's a nice, it's technically an upgrade on the T-30-45, at least statistically kind of feels like it is. Technically it's more health and stuff. I think it has a little more armor. Yeah, I think it's 125 millimeters of armor instead of 110. So it's a general upgrade, but it's cheaper. And then the T-30-45 again, 1944 in C phase. So lots of tanks here. Support tab, really great. You get SU-152s out the butt. You get the OT-34s, which are T-34-76s, and then your couple of assault guns here. AT tab, not much to talk about. SU-85s, not a huge fan of them, but he's bringing them. He's kind of using them as medium tanks, I think, here. Your AA tab is all right. You get 85 mils. You get 37 mils. Both okay pieces of Soviet AA. Your RD tab, again, okay. You do get some 152s, which is nice. They're not amazing, but it's better than having nothing. 120 mil mortars here. Interesting choice. Katyusha's not a fan personally, but we'll see if we can put those to use. The air tab, you get Mitchell bombers, and those are great. Yak 1Bs are not the best fighter bombers. Yak 9B is really good, but not the 1B, not as nearly as good. And he's bringing the U2 cluster bomb, which I'm pretty sure is horrendously awful, but we'll find out. I could be totally wrong. The other thing, playing flatline, very weird. Excuse me, dealing with a bit of a sore throat. The flatline's very strange. I'm not sure what the motivation was for that was. We'll see how it plays out. We haven't seen flatline in a competitive game in months. On the other side, Panzer Lehr, definitely a fun and interesting division, but not a super strong division. Its biggest issue is that everything comes in half tracks, so it's a painfully slow division. But you do get a really solid recon tab. You get Pumas, and Pumas are phenomenal. I think you can get 2 cards. Farad's only bringing 1, which is kind of surprising, actually, because I think those things are nuts, and you should get as many as you can. Bringing the Panther D as well. Again, those recon tanks doing the work, and some Alpha. The infantry tab itself, all your infantry have Panzer Shreks, which is pretty fantastic. All your Panzer Grants have Panzer Shreks, which is fantastic, of course. But again, them coming in half track and stuff, they're very expensive, and nothing's efficient about this division. Lots of Panzer IVs, lots and lots, and then Panthers. It's just Panzer IVs and Panthers in the tank tab. Support tab, okay. Guerrilla, IG-18, MG-42, pretty standard. AT tab, it's basically just pack 40s. You get Jagdpanzer 4 and Martyr 3 as well, which are great AT pieces. AA tab is pretty great. Vervelwind, not a big fan. The availability is horrendous, but lots of those 88s and Gepards. Then you get Nebelwerfer 300 mils, which are awesome, and then Focke-Wulf AA8s and stuff, which are also a very good fighter plane and stuff. So I would put Panzer Lehr as the better division here, but dealing with the IS-2s is going to be a big issue. He doesn't actually have a ton of answers to that. But let's dive in here. So the Puma will likely pick up one of these. It will not be able to get all of them, but it should be able to kill at least one of these things. Let's see if an Ognimachiki goes down here. Nope, misses. Puma on the early miss. We'll get a second chance, it looks like, here. If the Puma can reload. Nope. Oh, just the last second misses that out. So here comes the Focke-Wulf in early. These things are phenomenal strafers. Whoops, missed him. Oh, missed him again. Sorry, trying to get on it. There we go. Now we're following him. Unfortunately, Focke-Wulf couldn't get a strafe run on Sturm Pioneers. There's triple Ognim and Cheeky, though. It's going to be a bit of an issue. Puma here on the road with a Panther D, and there's really nothing to stop him. There's two Ognivanchiki, a Tanko Ognivanchiki. The Tanko died in the transport. He didn't die, but like he got hit in the transport. That's why he's weakened already. I mean, this guy could definitely, Farad could definitely push there. Falkenwolf tries to strafe through here. Take something out here, I believe. Ognivanchiki wipe out the Sturmpioneer. Easy peasy there. I mean, Farad on the much better side here. Homer's forced because of this to like push really aggressively to try to find some sort of flag. Again, as we always talk about this map, just horribly imbalanced in terms of the flags. T-3045 on the move, so it did not hit those Sturm Pioneers in the transport, so they are getting in. Panzergren's going to be in a bit of trouble. They might get hit. This is an interesting push. You're seeing this T-3045 push here, and it actually does cut off the reinforcement route here. If Farad's not careful, Homer will pick up this Panzergren kill here, which would be pretty big. Now double Falkenwolf. Yak-1B out. And this is a pretty good bomber. I don't think there's anything particular on it. It's got an okay bomb loadout. Head on Falkenwolf. Yeah, easily kill that. Yeah, that's an easy pickup. Wow, that was really aggressive from Homer. He did not need to do that at all. I mean, he saw Farad floating these around, so I'm not 100% sure what his thought process was there. Like, what was he hoping to achieve? Sturm Pioneer is able to take out the Ognivanchiki. Flag captured. Farad on a 12-12, though, because Homer cheeky grabbing this flag right now with this Ognivanchiki. Falkenwolf's not really picking a target here. IS-2 finds the Panzergren on the hill. Grilla trying to hide back. Double Falkenwolf coming in for the strafe on the Strelky D. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look how much freaking damage those did. So Farad did notice and unloaded his Panzergren early, but now Homer capturing this flag here. This is a really nice play for him. This is paying off pretty big right now. Grilla getting spotted out by the IS-2. And the IS-2 landing that first shot. One Grilla down. Only 3 to go. And those are pretty key units here on this map. Falkenwolf's going in for another strafe from but loose side of the Strelky, so it doesn't really do anything at all. Sturm Pioneer trying to stay alive from the T-34 with its smoke. It's currently succeeding. Falkenwolf should be strafing that Tanko. Pioneer falling back from the double Ognivanchiki. If he pushes too far out with these, then the Panzergren will be able to get involved, and that will basically kill this Ognivanchiki almost instantly. Falkenwolf's coming in, though, to try to hit these Ognivanchiki, but lost sight again. We do now see an 85 mil, and these are not great AA pieces. Ognivanchiki fall back again. Homer's still grabbing this flag. I can't believe... Well, I mean, I guess Farad did try, but the IS-2 is there, so that's why he's still holding this. Pak-40 did deploy. Lost sight of the T-3045 in the woods. Panzerschreck trying to cross. Sturm Pioneer hold off the Tankos. OT coming in. I mean, the Panzergren, obviously, with the Panzerschreck, can take care of this T-34. Remember, it is a T-34. It just has flames. I think one less machine gun, though. M2A1 goes down. It was a nice kill from the Panther D. Really needed that, actually. Yak-1B coming in for the Pak-40. Ouch. This is going to hurt. Oof. Down that Pak-40 goes. Sturm Pioneer's going to put a whole bunch of flames on these, but the OT does have its own flames this time. Panzergren trying to get back around here. OT surrenders it and is immediately backing up. Great play there from Homer with that unit. We don't actually see those things use their flames very often at all, so that was definitely interesting to see. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what Farad does to kill these IS-2s. I mean, basically the Nebelwerfers? Like, is that actually his only, like, clean-ish answer? Yeah, I mean, that and, of course, flanking. You know, whenever we talk about having no answers to, like, an IS-2, there's always an answer in getting some flank shots, but, I mean, that's a lot of work, a little bit of luck, and you need some mistake from your opponent. Like, there's a lot of things that got to go right to get flank shots. Marta 3 against T-3045 on a head-on, not great at this range, because the APCR is at max range. It actually has lower penetration, and the Marta 3 goes down. Yeah, that was not a great fight. Panzerschreck does get on target from the Panzergren, though, taking out that OT. That's a big kill there. T-34... was going to try to get on target, but the Panzergren immediately falling back, so Farad able to secure this flag for the time being. Currently a 13-11 now for Farad, finally recapturing this flag, but that's going to flip here again once this IS-2 finishes forcing this off. We have an 85 mil pushing forward. Okay, interesting. The Guerrilla was killed, although the Guerrilla could get an angle right here on that 85 mil and kill it if he gets another one. Martyr 3 coming in maybe to try to get some sort of flank on this IS-2 later. Panther D pushing forward. I mean, Homer is actually really weak here in the center. There are mortars. There are radio mortars in Farad's deck, so... And speak of the devil, there they are. I would assume... Nope, he's coming in and hit the Ogden Chica. I mean, that makes sense. I'm not... That's perfectly reasonable. But he could use them and kill these 45s, and then this flag would be his. Moray coming in to prevent any more Focke-Wulf striking. I mean, there's not really much else in Farad's deck. He's got some Focke-Wulf bombers, and that's it. Pioneers trying to take out the 45 mil. They're a single MG42. They're not putting out that much damage, and now they're going to fall back. T-30-45 might get a free kill in this off-claire. Oh, and it does. Oh, that was just unnecessarily. He could have just put this in a building. It would have been fine. I'm not sure why he felt the need to drive it out into the middle of the field. Kind of weird. 120 mil, though. Now going after these infantry is going to land really nicely on target. We'll see how lucky those shots get. Panther D, looking down the road here, spots the assault gun. And now we see the U-2 coming in. Let's see what this can do. Panther D on the run now to try to get out of range. But there is an SDKFZ, so this U-2 is going to die. They got very bad resilience. They're pretty bad. I mean, they're cheap as dirt. Don't get me wrong. I'd be shocked if this got away. I don't think it will. It shouldn't. Yeah, down it goes. The 120 doing a little bit of damage, mostly just pinning. The SDKFZ is in a really nice position here, actually, to cover off the opening there. Pioneer gets spotted out. T-34 is doing so much work right now. Puma forced to fall back from the 45. Mortar going after the assault gun. Gets a nice hit. I guess he doesn't know exactly where this Ogden Manchiki is right now, and that's part of the issue. SU-152 now in. Again, this is more scary than the IS-2. I mean, these 2K HE weapons just absolutely tear things apart. Tango successfully surrenders both infantry here, and now Homer on a 13-11. Really impressive, honestly. Oh, Focke-Wulf gets an unfortunate crit from the 37 mil here. His own artillery, I think, killed off that infantry, or maybe it was the Focke-Wulf. Man, let's try the Focke-Wulf. Pack 40 now going to take a roll at this T-30-45. Does get a penetration. Can it get a second? Does fire. And misses. So Farad actually on a serious kind of struggle right now. Anyone more going after the 85 mil, but that's already gone. Like from the place that he was targeting. Alright, Panther out in the open now. Oh, showing side armor. T-30-45 moving to engage. Panther takes a shot, misses. Oh no, driver killed. Oh, and the Panther goes down. Oh no, Farad put himself in that position really bad. Great pickup there from Homer. That was really nice recognizing that situation developing when he saw the Panther out here. I'm assuming Farad's plan was just to kill off the 45 mils with the Panther just by like using its armor to sit there. But then the T-34, this thing, my god, this thing has gotten so much value. SU-152 ground attacking, looking for any sort of like AT or something here. There's a Martyr 3. I mean, that is very dangerous, but the issue, well, for the SU-152 at least, the issue is, of course, there's an 85 mil here to defend, and this 85 mil has been on the move. Homer's been very specific about keeping this unit moving. Martyr 3 moving forward? Is it looking for the SU-152? It is. Okay, that makes sense. IS-2 might just one-shot it, though. And it does. Oh. Oh, RNG. Can't miss, won't miss. You know it. Double 81 mil mortar now going after the 85 mil. Again, I feel like Farad now with this many units should just kind of like plop some mortar here because obviously there's something right here. Okay, 85 does take a hit now. Focke-Wulf could get in on it. There's a 37 mil, but he could definitely do some good damage. This is probably not going to get through the 37. No, he immediately falls it back. It's the right choice. And now the OT looking for this SDKZ, gonna find it and take that out. And now Farad needs to kind of rebuild his defensive line back here. Now we are in B phase though, so technically Homer had a point advantage, 10-point advantage here in A, but now we see Farad with the big point advantage here in B. I mean, is Flatline a legitimate counter to Maverick? I feel like in the many months we've had these incomes, I feel like someone would have discovered this by now. I mean, you get a bonus in A, not much, but a little bit. You're down 45 points in B. So you're up 100 points. You're down 450 points in this phase, but minus that, it's 350 points. And then you're up 445 points. So this is basically equal. You're up and down, basically. I mean, me personally, I would always play on the flat line. You know me, I like my long incomes. Nice Katusha strike. No. No, Katushas are still terrible. I thought that might have been the moment, but they're still awful. And there's even 2 of them. You can't even say like, oh, you could have brought 2 and it would have been fun. No, they're bad. They're just not very good. My opinion on it has not been changed by that interaction. In fact, it's been reinforced several times over again. Panzergren's trying to get into the woods here. I mean, this OT is pretty far away. Another Panther D in, but this is the same T-34, yeah. Homer's doing a really nice job of keeping these units alive. 120 mil going after the Pack 40. It just needs one good hit, and it will kill that. But that's the key. It needs one good hit. Nebelwerfer strike. It's pretty far back. Yeah, he could have gotten this a lot closer. He could have put it like here and really actually put an accurate shot on this IS-2. Did he do any damage? No, not really. Did he bring this in without ammo? He did. That is really weird. You basically like never bring these in without ammo because like they need ammo. Like it's kind of like part of the cost. Yak 1B getting a nice bombing strike in here on this Panzergren. Ouch. Now there's an IS-2 up north. Yeah, Homer's been able to afford these heavy tanks and he's not getting punished for it. Pack 40 really suppressed, misses its first shot, of course, then, but the T-3045 actually hasn't spotted it yet. Oh, and the Pack misses both opportunities, and now the armor is forward. IS-2 going to take a wide shot. Pack 40 still gets another shot off, and now bounces on the front armor. Oh, God, I could have called that one. So Mortar continue to go after the 85, but there's a 37 right behind it. Another 37 here. Like, Homer's not... He's not sleeping on his AA cover. And I'm not 100% sure what Farad's trying to open the skies up for. Just Focke-Wulf runs? Like, that's all he wants to do is just strafe some stuff? Because 81 mortars have lots of targets to pick from. He could be trying to mortar out this IS-2, honestly. There's an SU-152 up here now as well. Ooh. I'd have to say this is not going well for Farad at all. And it's really impressive because Homer's on the rough side of this map and he's doing a really nice job of just kind of negating that by trading well right now. And this Ognim and Cheeky that Farad just refuses to drop mortars on. I mean, he's got him right there. It's really shocking, actually, to see him just leave this be completely. I mean, he could drop it here and here. Like, he could have cleared this out. Like, he knows he's got to be darn close based on how the front line's moving. Yeah, Farad's been totally cleared out of this northern area. It's weird. I just noticed this visual bug. Look at that. So it's here. Now it's gone. I'm not even that far away. I mean, I see things disappear. I never really took notice of it before. Obviously, that's how the game is, just to render all this stuff quickly. But all right, so Panther's moving in. Oh, okay. A little early on this Panther D here. And oh my God, this IS-2 has landed 3 first shots now. Can't miss, won't miss, guys. That's how it works. All right, Panther D, will it get the side shot it so desperately dreams of? It did! IS-2 goes down. 85 mil, though, now after the Panther D. Nebelwerfer strike. Going after the SU-152, I guess? Or maybe where the Komorotti used to be, the IS-2. Oh, this is bad. No, 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 Farad. Don't leave your Panther here. These 85 mils are really good AT guns, honestly. They're really not great AA, but they're very good AT guns. The 85 does go down, though. Panther took an unnecessary hit, I feel like, in that interaction. This 120 mil mortar is, like, out in the open. Finally, the SDKZ pushes forward, finds the Ogden Machiki. Will we see a mortar strike on it? Finally. Another Panther D in. Farad being now, there's Panthers everywhere. Yak 1B, bombing strike on the IG-18 successful. Zenart 37 mils opening up on those Focke-Wulfs. Looks like the Yak will get away. See, IG-18 spamming out. He does have 8 and B, so that's not surprising to see. Panther, what's the Panther's problem? Turning gun, aiming finally, does see this. And now all of a sudden Farad on the attack with the 1311. Katusha strike, missing its target. Did get ended early though. If the 37 mil gets spotted, it'll get absolutely crushed. Pioneer now pushing out in the middle. All of a sudden with that IS-2 dead, it's like the floodgates have been opened up here. I mean, Homer has put a lot of points into backline units, and we're now finally seeing the effects of the Maverick income coming in here. You can see Rommel just has a ton of stuff all of a sudden out. It's not all of a sudden, but that's what it feels like. It feels like it's all of a sudden there's just tons of stuff out. IG-18 should have spotted this dozer now. Yeah, there we go. So that'll cut off the recon here that is helping him out so much. On the flip side, though, Farad needs some recon. This Alpha too far back to even spot the 37 mil that's right there. SU-152 going to start picking off these IG-18s unless this heat shell lands. It did land, but it bounced. Panther trying to come in and save the day. See some big arty in? No, that's a 120. Excuse me. Panther D on the move, though. It's going to miss. I mean, this Panther D needs to get up nice and close. If it does, then it actually can definitely pen the IS-2. Of course, the IS-2 can land and insta-kill them, but IG-18 insta-dead. 37 mil reveals itself. Now the IG-18s and the tank should be able to take that out easily. SU-152 did die. Yeah, that's definitely a mess up there by Homer. Will he be fully punished for it? Yes, it looks like it. Yep, down the 37 mil goes. AA down south is broken. What a nice push here from Farad. Getting through, cutting these units off. He's captured the flag now 14-10. Again, the map helping him a good bit here. Panther D spotting something. Tanko out in the open. IS-2 already took a penetration. Martyr 3 and Panther D double teaming it. The IS-2 missed its first shot, and the other Panther gonna take it out. Oh no. All of a sudden, I mean, Homer was trading really, really well, and I thought Farad was kind of screwed, to be honest with you. And all of a sudden, it's 16-8 for Farad. The Maverick income just breaking Homer's back here. And this is why Maverick continues to be the dominant income of Steel Division 2 1v1 right now. Despite my best efforts to overthrow it with my almighty balanced income. I see the thing is, again, with the balance thing, you end up with more points in B. I don't know. Because you're at 110. No, it's 130. You do end up with... Okay. Well, anyway, Panther actually dies to the Katusha, but I think that was the one that was damaged by the earlier penetration. Really nice exploitation here from Farad. It's now C phase. And, I mean, I think... And here's the thing. Like, yes, now Homer's income is higher than Farad's, but it's still only 125. It's not like 155 of balance where you're just, like, drowning in points all of a sudden. Puma finding a nice strokey DP kill on the M2A1. Didn't even notice we brought all these strokey DPs and M2A1s. That's interesting. Puma's going to die here to this T-3045. Without a doubt. Down it goes. 85 mil here. Took out... Nope, this Puma went into hiding. I mean, taking out those 3 AA pieces was pretty huge as well. Yeah, they're just taking pot shots at any infantry you can find. Another IS-2 is in. So IG-18 landing a big hit. I mean, Farad is, I mean, he's up here and he's got a lot of troops down south, and this push is definitely a bit of an overextension here. This Panther's probably going to die to the T-30-45 once it can get eyeballs on it. So he's sucking up the ammo of this. I mean, he might, it doesn't have that many. Yeah, Panther D has to turn. It's got a terrible turret turn speed. Yeah, and at this range, the T-34 should pen every time. Oh, gets a turret stuck, though. I mean, because it's facing forward, it's not, like, the worst crit ever, but... Yeah, down that Panther D goes. That was, like, really... And this... I really admire the Fox's playstyle. Like, we're talking, like, Kurz and Farad and Homayun and I apologize, I forget the other Fox clan members. They play just so aggressively, but on the flip side, it just leads to some situations where they just make horrible, like, unnecessary trades, or they just lose stuff for no reason. Like, what was this Panther going to do? Like, where was this unit's goal? Like, why wouldn't he just go up here on the hill if, like, there's so many targets, such a target-rich environment up here? Like, and this gives the opponent, it gives him all kinds of forest to work with. Like, what was he doing here at all? Like, what was his goal? It just felt like he was pushing just to push. And that's when I have an issue with that playstyle, because, like, if you're just pushing just to push, what? Like, why? IS-2... What's he bullying now? Oh, this IG-18. Oh, sorry, it is late. Gotta keep up the streak, folks. Over a year and a half. Every day. Over 400 videos. Straight. Well over 400 videos at this point, I think. Yeah, it should be. Maybe getting close to 500? I don't even know. I mean, if you count the days I have double, then yes, I'm definitely getting close to 500. Marta 3 goes down to another first shot of the IS-2, although this is a lot closer, so that one I can buy. This push getting broken down a little here. I mean, Farad has now flipped the flags. The tickets, I mean. Focke-Wulf bomber in up north. But there is the 37 mil. IS-2. I mean, the Panther, even the Panzer IV should be very dangerous for all of this. No recon again, unfortunately, though, for Farad, which means these units are getting away. Homer doing a much better job of having recon around. Pioneer should easily kill the Razvedka. I mean, Farad is dug in here. Like, this is going to be tough to break out. To push through, I mean. Panther finding the 37 mil. If that goes down, there's no more AA up north. That'd be pretty devastating. Now the Panzer IV is here as well. So that should mean this 37 mil goes down soon. 300 mil takes out the artillerist, actually. Randomly. Which is actually pretty lucky. It gets rid of more of that recon, which, like I've been talking about, on this map specifically is, like, really important. So we're now seeing Homer build up some more forces. We have 9 minutes left, though. Can Homer turn it around before his time runs out? SDKFZ, I think, might be too far, or at least, like, out of line of sight to stop this U-2. So this U-2 might get a big kill here. It is possible. The artillerist spotting. Here comes the Focke-Wulf, though, and the AA is gone. So this should be able to kill it in one run easy. Yeah, easy kill there. Pack 40 goes down to the IS-2, though. 45 mil's gonna start taking some shots at the Panzer IV. Does bounce it. There's another Panzer IV as well. APCR does get the kill. Nice kill there. SU-152 ground attacking where that Pioneer used to be. Focke-Wulf going after the Strelke DP. Okay. There's like no AA out. Now here comes another 37 mil. How much is there in his deck? There's 8 37 mils and 2 85 mils. So we saw one die. Here's the other 85 mil. And we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4. We've seen, I think, 4 37 mils go down. So he's actually running out of AA. Again, I'm not sure how much effect it... I mean, I guess these Focke-Wulfs can really just do whatever they want. Which would definitely be bad for Homer. But most of these Panthers and stuff are dead now. Like, now it's a lot of Panzer IVs and stuff, which are a lot less dangerous. 8 minutes left here. SU-152 doing what it does. SDKZ drove forward to capture a flag, and it just died. Not that that was a very valuable unit, but again, it's just one of those, like, I guess, maybe. Now he's going to smoke off the SU-152. Maybe it'll get in range of the Panzergren. I mean, it would have if the Panzergren didn't reveal itself to this Strelke, unfortunately. So perhaps a bit of a placement error there. These mortar half-tracks might be in a little trouble here in a minute. Panzergren going to get wiped out here. Whoop. Down it goes. But Farad's still holding on to his double tick for dear life. Panther, Panzer IV chilling out over here. IS-2 coming. Is this IS-2 damaged at all? Doesn't look damaged. Looks pretty fresh. So here we go. The Panzer IV really can't do much in this fight. The Panther is what it's all about here. Oh, the IS-2 missed! Oh my god, it missed at 500 meters. And the Panther lands and immediately pens. Oh my goodness. I mean, I will say, these IS-2s have landed a lot of hits. So Homer was kind of due for some big screwage. But SU-152 goes down to the Panzer IV over here. Big kill for that. Regrabbing this flag. Farad's keeping the screws to Homer here. IS-2 going to take another shot. Here we go. Panther's getting... what happened? What? He had it. Why did it stop? He lost line of sight? What? Wait, what? Something seemed wrong about that. It was very unfortunate for Farad, but Farad on a triple, technically a quadruple tick now. Farad on a quadruple tick. There it goes again, though. He's lost it. But even a little bit of that just really eats into the tickets really fast. Bogwolf tries to take out the artillerist and just comes up short. Yeah, Aquan B coming. I can't believe there's still one of these alive. There is no AA to stop this Yak. Oh, wait, just kidding. The SDKZ tried, but it's in a weird position. It's really not effective. Pack 40 goes down now. Mortar's trying to do some damage. Finding the Strelke DP. Okay. Feels like he's picking very, like, not important targets. Like singular infantry units. Nebelwerfer going after the IS-2. If it gets a hit, it will kill it, because that got penned. It's very damaged. He might flip this back. If this Panzergren dies, this whole front line might collapse. Although there's these guys here, so probably not. SDKZ finally gets a good burst on. Strelke DP in the M2A1's coming in. Panzer IV goes down to the IS-2 for free. Farad got to be careful down here. But Homer's running out of time. Only 4 minutes left here. Nebelwerfer strike. Takes out the SU-152 and the IS-2. Big kill there. Almost takes out the 120 mil as well. Gonna come up just short of that. Will these guys push out to capture this flag? Because all it's holding is a mortar. Obviously, he doesn't know that, but... I mean, Farad's been ridiculously aggressive in every other situation, so I'd be shocked if he didn't. There we go. Like I said, he's been outrageously aggressive in all other situations, so why would he stop now? IS-2 supporting, IG-18 coming in. Does unload in time, it looks like. Yep. Will it get some heat shells off on these M2A1s, and will they land is the question. Dun 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 dun. Blop. No, just kidding. Gepard in though. That can do something. I don't think it's gonna stop him, but it could do something. Ah! 20 mil Gepard power. Ah! Die! Oh wow, he actually did it. Go Gepard. Now don't die to the Strelke. Oh, it died to the Strelke. Still 16-8 though for Farad. IG-18 goes down pretty easily. Unfortunately, even with these caps for Homer, this is not fixing his problems. The north has totally collapsed. SDKZ died somehow. I don't even know how. Probably some ridiculously aggressive push. Yep, there's the SDKZ out in the open. Panzer IV can definitely kill this T-3045. Yeah, it's going to get the first shot off. This would be pretty big. Zoop. Gets the penetration. There it is. And this is where Panzer IVs are phenomenal. When they can trade up to something like a T-3045, they are so good. Tanko's getting in. Bring it back to a 15-9, 14-10. That buys Homer 5 minutes instead of like 3. Oh, just kidding. Got too aggressive again. Although that was Homer this time. Panzer Shrek of the Panzergren successfully killing that, keeping the double tick going, which is huge. Just kidding. Now a big push. Homer pushing with this M2A1. I personally think half track should not affect the front lines. I think it's getting a little ridiculous. This is just so obnoxious. From both sides. This is not just an allied complaint. This is all half tracks. Just really annoying. It leads to the whole off map and just drive your half track through and surrender everything thing and all those kind of strats too. It's just annoying. I think that'd be a pretty big nerf to several tank divisions, which is not good. I don't think tank divisions need any sort of nerf. On the flip side, half tracks are just so annoying. So yeah, this is a map. This is a map. Yeah. Mr. Gepard can definitely kill his M2A1. Focke-Wulf, blind strafing, not succeeding. Panzer IV gets a side shot on the IS-2. What a kill there. Wow. Hero Panzer IV. Let's promote this guy. Give him some ace skin. If he drives to a strokey DP now, that would be so depressing for this Panzer IV, who just, like, championed. And Farad's aggression just does not stop. Homer's just throwing troops now to try to capture this, but now his big bubble he created, his huge little push with his little M2A1 is now collapsing in on itself. Farad hopping right back up to a 17-7 here. Strelky DP going down on the hill. This legendary Panzer IV cleaning it up. Panzer IV up north getting another hit on this T-3045. Does go down then, but that's still pretty huge. Focke-Wulf bomber takes out the M2A1. Panzergrenadiers are safe now and are now going back on the offensive. 19-5. Homer has basically collapsed. What a game. The first half of the game, Homer was absolutely dominating. I really thought like he had built up the necessary stuff through A phase and early B phase to like weather the Maverick storm, and then all of a sudden Farad just like burst through the wall essentially and absolutely flattened the entire center. The loss of the I2 is really backbreaking. And that's kind of what can happen though with heavy tank divisions, especially even on Slutsk West, like where like this is the ideal map for 19th. Is you just kind of like end up leaning into your IS2s and stuff, and like you have like one unit that is holding up the whole thing. And if that one unit is killed, the whole defense collapses because you've just put so many eggs into that singular basket. If something goes wrong, the whole thing falls apart. It happens to everyone. It happens to everyone. If you call an IS-2, your thought process is this thing is going to hold the line. I mean, look at it. It did. Killed a Panther, Martyr 3, a Guerrilla, SPA. It paid off for itself, which doesn't happen all that often. This is that T-3045 from up north. That thing slapped around. This IS-2, I mean, killed a Panther and a PaK-40. Did it pay itself off? Yeah, actually, with the infantry kills, it kind of did. This IS-2, my goodness gracious, look at that. So it's not like Homer wasn't getting value out of his IS-2s. They actually did quite a lot more than a lot of IS-2s do. But, you know, they end up being the linchpin of the entire defense. So if your opponent is able to find a way to kill them, and they do die. I mean, when people are really, like, putting effort into it, they die a lot of ways. Then all of a sudden, your defense just kind of collapses because you put so many points in this singular unit. This is why super heavies are not good in 1v1. They just don't. I mean, even when they do trade well, which we saw them trade well, they just don't play great. They really don't. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon and checking out my Instagram. Thanks a bunch, and have a fantastic day.